It's May 11th, 2018, and it's a Friday, and we're going to do a disco song, because it's Song Dissection Friday. Now, I know there's been some this shake-up with the schedule, and on Sunday Smorgasbord this week, on Sunday, I will talk a little bit more about the shake-up that was going on. Got a couple of new shows that I'm going to try for a little bit, but I'm going to keep this Friday song dissection because I still like doing song dissections. They're fun. Now, I've done a lot of different genres. I've done country, Devil Went Down to Georgia, done a lot of rock, done some heavy metal, did Iron Man, I did Eye of the Tiger, I did, Survivor, did the best, You're the Best Around, because there's a new show. There's a new show called Cobra Kai on Netflix, and I'm gonna watch it this weekend because it's got Ralph Macchio in it and the jerk from The Karate Kid, and it's like 30 years later. It looks good, it really does. And Ralph Macchio, I think he's like 10 years older than me or something. He looks like half my age. The guy that's amazing. He's gonna look young forever. But I've covered a lot of different genres in doing this, and I've never done a disco song. So we're gonna do some discoing. They're gonna take you back to October of 1978 when this song was released. And it's I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor. It's a great song. Go out and download it at your favorite download spot. Either iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, wherever you want to download it. Download it, buy it. It's a great song. So, at first, I was afraid. I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. I can't live without this by my side. Try to go 24 hours without your phone and see what happens. It's weird. It's like, and no, I mean, just stay away from your phone for 24 hours. Because back when I was a kid, back in 1978 when Miss Gaynor released this song, there weren't cell phones, not in the abundance that they are now. And it's like, and if you called somebody, you had to wait till they got home. And that's assuming that they either had caller ID or an answering machine. And if they didn't have either one of those things, you just had to call back later. There was no texting. There was no emails. You call up their house, and if nobody answers, you have to call back later. It's like, try to do that nowadays. If you call somebody now, or you text them, and they don't text you within like 15 minutes, people go nuts. I texted you 15 minutes ago. I know, but I'm at work. I can't text you back. I've gone off on a tangent. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong, and I learned how to get along. And so you're back from outer space. Who is she dating? Mork? Mork from Mork? I would have been around this time. Is she dating Mork? She's dating, was it the pigs in space? The Muppets? This guy treated her like crap, obviously, made her feel bad about herself, so he's a pig. He's a space pig. She did. Now you're back from outer space, space pig. And Miss Gaynor will not take you back. She grew strong and she learned how to get along without your space pigginess. Space pig. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. It's hard to do a sad pig face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your key. Just remember, ladies, anytime you kick the guy out, if he has access to the house with a key, change the locks if you didn't get the keys. If you can kick him out and get his keys, you're fine. But remember, Gloria Gaynor's teaching us all a lesson. If you're going to kick somebody out of the house, Either change the locks or get their keys. Miss Gaynor learned a life lesson. If I'd known for just 1 second you'd be back to bother me, go on now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one that tried to hurt me with goodbye? Aye. Usually when I leave and I say goodbye, people smile. They're happy. He's leaving. Maybe I should have went up to Miss Gaynor and went, goodbye. Bye. And then she would have just went, he's gone. And then she would have smiled and she'd have been happy. Look at me, I'm making people happy. I'm the magical man from Happy Land. Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? You know, I lay down a lot, and I just sometimes go to sleep. I don't really die. I'm still here. Oh no, maybe I'm not. What if this is heaven? It's just really disappointing. What if this is hell and it's not as bad as I thought it was? What if I'm in purgatory? Oh no, I'm here forever. Where's the boat? I thought there was supposed to be a boat you rode around on in a river, Styx or something, and the guide, right? Maybe you don't know exactly what purgatory is. I just know it's a place of waiting. Oh no. Oh no. Not I. I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live, and I've got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. Hey, hey! She puts in this hey, hey part. I'm not really sure why. I think a lot of it had to do with, she told the guy to turn around and walk out the door, and then she had all this other stuff she still had to say to him. So as he's turning to walk out the door, and she's finally just like, he's not paying attention, like, hey, hey, pay attention. I know I told you to leave, but I want you to listen to, I'm still mad at you. You need to listen to this. I might have kicked you out the door a little bit too quick. It's like you're here, and I'm going to yell at you some more. I might as well make use of it, and I'm going to get the key. It took all the strength I had not to fall apart. Kept trying hard to mend the pieces of my broken heart. I spent oh so many nights just feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry, but now I hold my head up high and you see me, somebody new. I'm not that chained up little person and still in love with you. Oh my gosh. Chained up little person? Let them go. Are they the chained up little people? What were they doing in their relationship? There's some weird stuff going on there. I hope Miss Gaynor doesn't explain any of that too in depth. I don't want to know. And so you felt like dropping in and just expect me to be free? I don't know. Doesn't have a cell phone. You don't have a cell phone. Sometimes you would just, instead of calling the person's house, you would just drive over and see if their car was there. And if their car was there, you would go and knock on the door. That's when gas was cheaper. Gas was only like 35 cents a gallon or something. I don't know. I think it was in 40 or 50 cents. I don't know. I wasn't driving a car when I was 4. Well, now I'm saving all my lovin' for someone who's loving me. Go on now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now. So see, now she's finally done yelling at him, I think. I think now she's got everything off her chest. And now it's like, listen, you sneaky little snake. You came over to my house, you saw the car was there. Obviously, you probably tried calling 100 times, and that's annoying, because those old phones made an annoying noise. So it's just like ring, 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 and she's just not picking up. She's not answering. And maybe she even took the phone off the hook. You could do that. You could take the phone and take it off the hook. You didn't turn off the phone, you just took it off the little receiver thing, and no calls would come through. Or you can unplug it out of the wall. Nowadays we just turn them off. But back then, you just pick up the little thing that's on the top and go, doot, and no calls could get through. Because you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to break me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I. I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I stay alive. I've got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give. I'll survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. Maybe I could turn it into a country song. A little bit, it's one of those things. Although this is, most country songs are, I lost my wife, I lost my dog. They're very depressing. A lot of, not all country songs. There are a lot of very uplifting, happy country songs. But there are, the whole joke is, it's like what happens when you play a country record backwards. You get your dog back, you get your wife back, you get your truck back, you get your job back. Because a lot of old country songs were very, very heavy on the misery of, for some reason they sang a lot of songs about their bad times. But this is a good time because Gloria Gaynor gained the strength. This song actually became like an anthem for a lot of, women who were, becoming independent, and this was done at a time when women were gaining a lot more of their own independence, and they didn't feel like they had to have somebody in their life to justify their existence. They could be their own people, and women were becoming extremely strong, and it was, and Gloria Gaynor, this was kind of her, this is kind of an anthem for them at the time. You don't think about it much now because women are very strong these days, and they are very independent, and they don't need a man to have an identity. They have their own identities. But back in the day, you got to figure 78. That's 40 years ago, people. That's a long time ago. It was a different place, but it's a great song. This is one of the absolute best songs, especially out of the disco era. This is still one of those songs that even from the disco era holds up really, really well. So, like I said, go buy this song if you don't have it already. It's such a great song. I have this song on my phone because it's just a great song. So, what do you guys think of the song? And it's like Song Dissection Friday still exists, and Sunday I'll get into the changes in schedule. So with all that being said, to the troops, past, present, and future, thanks for the freedom.